Usually I get on here early and I get all prepped, and you guys don't have to wait. Let me make sure I see the same thing on this end. Yeah, I think I'm good. I don't know what happened. Are you guys there? Something just happened with my connection. Okay, Connie, you're still here. All right, good. All right, we're back in business, guys. I don't know what was going on there. All right, let me write this down real quick, and then we got a fun night tonight, guys. We got a lot of questions. We got Connie in first. We got MST, what up, fam, in second. Vayu in third. Sat Sri Akal, Vayu. And then we got Amy in fourth. What's up, Amy? I saw you on Jay's. And then we got Blue in fifth. What up, Blue? Also, and we got Marky Mark. We got to get Marky Mark and Trish, of course, right? Mark and Trish. All right. Marky Mark Kamran wants to know what time Jew get this shit started. Yeah, you guys notice that the technical difficulty. And by the way, let me know if the mic quality is better, because it's a different mic today. So I'm curious to know whether I should use this one or get rid of it. But let me catch up on the messages real quick. While I do that, I'm gonna post a question, because I feel like it keeps things interesting. And don't forget to hit that like button, guys. Damn, 3, what's up, brother? Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate that, brother. First super chat, that was the first one. I didn't know whether I set it up correctly, so you just verified it. And there's no way I was gonna ask anyone to do it to verify it, So I was gonna ask my wife to do it, but I didn't wanna dox her. But thanks a lot, brother. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. All right, let me get a question up here now. You threw me off, 3. Threw me off. I just get really thrown off with those, because it catches me by surprise. This is all foreign to me still. Let me see. Drafts. All right, so guys, Mark came up with some really good questions today. So I'm gonna put some of those up on here, and I'm gonna put some of mine as well. But there's gonna be a lot of questions, all right, guys? There was a really good one that he had. Okay. Funky K, Kyle in the house. Appreciate you, Kyle. Thank you, brother. You figured it out. Have a cookie. Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it, Kyle. Let me get that question on here. Wait, hang on. I want to do that as a poll. 1 second. Poll. Do you hang on. Do you speak similar Do you speak the same way you write? Here you go, guys. I know some of you guys are going to try to be funny with the third option, but all right, guys, let me catch up on the chat real quick. I'm going to pick up right from here. I want to just say hi to everyone real quick. Trish, we got Trish in the house. What's up, Trish? Maria, what's up, Maria Gutierrez? Good to see you. Mason Day in the house. KK Comment, what's going on? Frenchie in the house. Kyle in the house. Who else do we have? Shank Universe, Catherine, Moo. And Artisam, what's up, Artisam? I think I got most of you. Vayu, I got already in the beginning. Yeah, I think I got everyone. Golden in the house, what's up, Golden? And let's see. Okay, yeah, now I'm gonna skip to the bottom just so that we can all interact. Now, I'd say I definitely, I speak and I write very similarly. But you know what the funny thing is? That when I meet someone at first, I don't like it when they, you know how they say when you go for an interview, you guys probably heard of this before. Wait, hang on, MST wrote Ebonics. I just keep it cleaner here because I might insult someone and I really rather not. No, but MST, let's experiment with that, all right? Go back to your Ebonics. I just want to see what your Ebonics mode is like. I tried 3 times to send a super chat and it says it goes through, but it won't show up. Oh, are you serious? Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's not showing up here, but is it charging you? Like, I mean, if it's charging you, then we'll sort that out. But I appreciate it, Blue. It's the thought that counts. Thanks a lot, Blue. But when I have to speak, I'm very proper. I don't write with pens. My writing too messy, so I do creative writing in the Notes app on my phone. Yeah, I'd say you guys know I use a pen and paper, or I need a notepad. Even though like I do take notes on my phone, but not most often on a notepad. Now you don't want that. Nah, bees, you don't want that. MST, I gotta hear it now. I think I should visit a doctor because this fever just keeps coming. Damn, man, you still got a fever by you? Yeah, by this point, it should have gone down, bro. But any other symptoms you still have, or is it just the fever that you still have? It's not working on my end. It just said it went through. That is really weird, because yeah, nothing popped up on my end. Value, I hope not explosive diarrhea. But either way, Blue, even if I have to send it back, if you did send it and it didn't come through, because, and I will sort it out though. But I appreciate the thought, Blue. That was very sweet of you. My typing is really me. Same personality in real life. Just adjusted for my audience when needed. I'll be listening in the background HS while I'm painting. Sounds good, Frenchie. Elizabeth from Texas. Thank you. Oh man, dude. You know what she typed right now? Why did you eat lettuce? What she typed right now, right, is usually whenever anyone gets married, in Hindi, that's what they say. They take the money, you know, like if someone gets married, they bless them. They circle it around their head and they go, Laka Laka Wadainu. That means blessings to you. That is extremely sweet, Elizabeth. Thank you so much. It's crazy how much you know, though. And we missed you this in the afternoon stream, Elizabeth. I know you're trying to cut down on your technology time. I need a man with perspective. Why did my wife buy this random chair and put it in the corner of our master bedroom? Whenever I ask her about it, she changes the subject. All right, so I think you're going to be a cuck very soon, Big Streak. No. All right, cancel MST, cancel. Abort mission. Blue, check your card and change. What's up, Jeff Goldblum? What's up, comments? You know what, comments? So I just got monetized today, and one of the emojis is not Jeff Goldblum, but it was too small, so it kind of backfired. HS, it was good seeing my grandmother. The fam is going to save to get her some accommodations in November because she needs to spend a month going into a clinic, which is hours from her house. Oh, that's awesome, Mason. That is really cool, man. And hopefully she makes a full recovery, a speedy recovery. Good to see you on, Mason. Was good, Sadia. Hey, you, Connie. Connie seems like she's in a good mood. Vayu, yeah, HS. I thought it would get better with a bit of home care, but it's just this cold and fever. You know the old technique, right? The Vicks on the feet, and then you put socks on. You tried honey and warm water honey. Actually, no. It's brandy and honey. That's what the real one is, Vayu. I know you wouldn't mind some of that. But did you stop putting ice in your drink? I know that in the night you probably, I don't know exactly what you drink, but hopefully you're not putting ice in that, man. And they say Bancho. What's up, Lou Nose? How do you know that? Most welcome. Hey, everyone. Big Streak is laughing. Big Streak, that chair has my name on it. Big Street Run. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Amy. Nice to have you. I told you, my G. Let's keep this white, very white. Shit, I didn't know it was gonna go south like that, MSD. That came out of nowhere. Elizabeth from Texas with a membership. Welcome to Stronger. Welcome, fam. Good to have you on, Elizabeth. Blue with the $2 donation. Thank you so much, Blue. Appreciate you. To the best Jeff Goldblum impersonator. Thanks a lot, Blue. I see you sorted it out. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, just got it. Had to restart my phone. Hot toddy and wrap up in a sheet. Brandy is a beautiful name. It's a beautiful name, but usually they use that in like a stripper uses that name. But it is a beautiful name. You'll sweat it out while you sleep. You need to add turkey sandwich emoji. But how can you tell that it's turkey then? That's the problem. Wait, you know who I didn't see? I didn't see Cuzzy Cuz tonight. He's so giggly. Yeah, man, I'm in a good mood right now, man. And you know what's really cool? Today's the first night where I usually have to do my homework, which I did. I had these questions stocked up, but you know, for Mark to be enthusiastic about something, but he's like all pumped up about this now, you know? So to get him pumped up and like, just to see him, like he came up with all these questions and I was like, dude, this is freaking awesome, you know? Yes, you're right, HS. I didn't have ice cubes in my drink. Oh, you did. So you got to cut that out, man. Cut out the ice cubes, bro. On a side note, I was hacked in the early chat pre-live. Wasn't me, just don't read it. Okay, I didn't read any of it, man. I warned you, but I don't speak that way to just any. Okay, yeah, no, I figured. You have like an on and off switch. I have an on and off switch as well. But usually I can't use that. I can only use that with like very few people. But that was funny though. Kyle, does it make you want to giggle too? HS's word just remind me of those ice cubes. I try not to get online when my mood is unstable. No, but Connie, you know, one thing I noticed, I feel like when you're negative, it is contagious. Today you seem like you're in a good mood, but then you'll go several days in a bad mood, like, and then I'm just like, damn, man, because I really want you to get out of that mood. Like, I want you to always be in a good mood. But I know you got it tough and stuff. But sometimes, do you ever wonder if you bring yourself down? Blue Mark is one of the questions we talked about. Don't Mark need pumps? I never use a hard R. Yeah, you're not supposed to use the hard R. It's supposed to be silent. Do you speak the way you write? Very similar, Joshua. I think I definitely write better because I can put more thought into it. But very, very similar, I'd say. Legendary in the house. What's going on, brother? Hardik, what's up? Elizabeth, Mark was using a rolling pin. Hardik dropping homework on me. Yeah, dude, hey, you volunteered, man. You volunteered. Let me turn on all messages. I didn't have that on, guys. If I missed anything, please retype it. It wasn't intentional. Martin, what's up, Martin? Straight from the cow's teat. Not all of us can fart rainbows on the daily. Now, I get that, Connie. I know, I get what you're saying. But sometimes do you feel that you can't get out of a negative state if you keep on thinking negatively? All right, so let's read this real quick. Do you speak the same way you write? 77% of you say similar. 8% uses ChatGPT. And 15% I only speak Ebonics. MST is in the third one. No, I'm joking. I know you could turn it on and turn it off. Connie, blue, absolutely not. If it pops up, it's pure coincidence. And I don't fart rainbows. I love the smell of fart rainbows. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna move on. I want to get a few more votes on here because I think we could get this up to like 20 at least. But let's see. I did take an interpersonal communication class. I can speak eloquently when necessary. Last one. No, she meant fart rainbows. Because Kyle wrote fort rainbows. Okay, so I'd say majority of you speak similarly. All right, so I'm gonna go on to the next question now, right? Because Mark had some good ones. Well, he wrote, do you type like you talk in real life? Which is the same thing. You verbally continue speaking is a particular word. Okay, now here's the next one. So guys, did everyone get their votes in? Do you have to make the fort verse high H security and everyone? What's up, John Roberts? Welcome. How you doing today? How you doing tonight? What's up, Cougar? How you doing, Starvey? If it's a Care Bear fort, I'm in. Care Bears. Do you remember those Care Bears? I haven't heard that word in a long time. Kyle, I hate that I can't GIF. Just imagine the GIF I sent. Hey, Steve Harvey. Starvey. Okay, let me go on to the next question, guys. I'm doing good, brother. Good to hear, John. Welcome. Okay, now I'm gonna get rid of this question. Everyone got their votes in, right? Let's get 15s. John, did you get your vote in? You know, I always wonder how many people are in the background because I know there are a lot of people that remain silent. They only like to spectate. And I always am curious, you know what, let's try to figure that out real quick, all right? Okay, I'm gonna close this one up real quick. And before I go to Mark's next question, and guys, don't mess this up, all right? I really wanna know if there's anyone there. Is there anyone that just lurks and doesn't interact on here? And by the way, guys, all right, don't mess this up, guys. I just want to know if we have any lurkers. This is anonymous, so I wouldn't know who you are when you answer this poll. I'm just curious to know if there's anyone that does lurk in the background. Oh, there is a lurker, but that could just be Trish. Because some people don't feel comfortable writing in the chat. They like being there, but they just feel uncomfortable interacting. Singing is a lurker. Singing is not a lurker, right? She's out to cause trouble. Good. What about UMST? The only time I lurk is when people need those watch hours. Oh, that's sweet, Connie. Absolutely, they do, and they scare me. I don't mind the lurkers. I understand. Some people are just shy, or they just. I think some people also overthink it. They feel like if they do interact, they might write something, and then everyone might jump on their case, and then kind of like how we lost Nolan. Like everyone freaked out at him, and I think that just freaked him out, and he was like disappeared. He went MIA. We can't find him ever since. Good morning, handsome host. Today I am watching your live stream in the train. What's up, Shivani? How you doing? That's awesome that you joined me. I'm so sorry. Every time I come on Shivani's live stream, guys, I go to her live stream. Remember, I always talk about I'm subscribed to a few Hindi live streamers in India and to learn the language. And she is one of them. And she speaks perfect English. She also speaks in Hindi, and she tries her best to interact with me, but I'm always in a rush. And so she lectured me the other day. She's like, every time you come on here, you just say liked and then you bounce, She's like, just chill out and just hang out and talk to me, for a little bit. And she's like, at least spend like 15 minutes in here. And then I was like, I can't. I'm always in a rush. I'm always running around. But then there was one day where I did that, and it was nice. It was nice to catch up with her and get to know her. But Shivani, I promise I'm going to make more of an effort to hang out more. I'm sorry, but it's just so tough with work, with the 3 kids. There's a lot going on. Frenchie, first time lurker due to painting today. Wasn't me. Oh, it wasn't you. All right. So we have 7 votes out of 21 people. By the way, guys, hit the like button if you haven't. But that's crazy. Why aren't you guys voting? Kyle, no one outlurks the lurking. King MST knows what I was at the splash pad. Please minimize the size of your question. Okay. How is that, Shivani? You know what? I just get worried that people can't read it then. Why is that thing crooked? Okay, that's good enough. I think I should get some sleep, guys. My eyebrows are aching every time I look at the screen. All right, commandos. I'll be back tomorrow. Until then, have a great night. Good night, HS in the chat. Good night, Vayu. Yeah, get some rest, man. I think your body needs to needs that rest to repair, brother. So I'll catch you on the next one, man. And tell Niharika we all said hi. Feel better, bro. Yeah, Funky was out there checking on those titties. I occasionally just listen while doing other things. Vayu, I hope you feel better. Feel better soon. I never thought you was Flashman. Let me get to the bottom before I miss everything. John Roberts, hi Elizabeth. It was yummy. What are we talking about, guys? Whenever he comes to my live stream, he has something to do. No, I promise you, I genuinely am always running around. This is the only time where I get to like sit down. The only other time is with the kids, where I have to drop everything, put my phone away, put everything else away, and just hang out with them. Hit the like button, or I will look at you intensely. You don't want Mark looking at you intensely, guys. I didn't hit the like button. No, sometimes I forget as well. You know, somebody reminds me, and I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to hit the like button. Who's messing with Funky out here? And now it's perfect size because I want to see your face. All right, perfect, Shivani. All right, now you could see it. Swim, Rock, Swim. What's up, Swim, Rock, Swim? How you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Nice to meet you. LOL. HS, I drive a tow truck, was raised in the hood, and mainly have brothers. What did you expect me to talk like? No, I already knew you could, but I didn't know you were going to go that far. When I was like, all right, turn on the Ebonics, and then you just flip that switch. Hey, Swim, welcome in. John Roberts, I gave you this finger, 8 security. Thanks a lot, John Roberts, appreciate it. All right, guys, next question. We're gonna keep on rolling tonight, right? I wanna put a whole bunch of questions because Mark came up with quite a few. I have some in my library, and I do feel like I get to know you guys better when you guys answer these questions. So let's see. Let me blow this up real quick. Are there any lurkers? Is there anyone that just lurks and doesn't interact on you? 43%, that's crazy, guys. That's a lot more than I thought. Isn't that a lot more than you guys thought? But hey, whatever, as long as you're here. But if you ever feel like interacting, we're always open ears. Don't feel shy. Nothing you say is ever dumb in here. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Question and answer. Do you have any dietary restrictions or allergies? Done. I know you guys feel like you're at the doctor's office, but we want to know. Mark wants to know. Now I want to know too. Sean of the Bread, what's up, brother? Good to see you on here. Welcome. E.T. Nivasan. I think I got it right. Hardic host with the heart. Connie, no, not that I know of. MST, I think HS gonna blow people's mind when he's done using us for his social experiment because he knows us. No, what do you mean? I feel like I know a lot of you guys. Like I also kind of gauge like your humor. You guys, a lot of you are laid back. Like it's hard to offend you, which I like. So we got that good community where I could dial things up a little bit, you know. Hardic, is it? Yeah, that's the name. Retro Rocket. Hard dick, and I live up to my name, my friend. Shellfish. I see food I eat. I'm allergic to nuts. All right, we got someone allergic to nuts. I see food I eat, yeah. Does anyone over here not have any allergies? You can call me Neva. I like that name, Neva. It's a cool name. I'm guessing you're a male. I think I see a man with a tie on. Welcome, Neva. Nice to meet you. Where are you joining us from? I eat food. I see it. I'm allergic to lies, hoes, and BS. Damn. MST, I think like your switch got stuck like right in between, and the on and off. It's like right in between. Now you're just like, nah, I'm letting loose now. Does being lactose intolerant count? Yeah, it counts. That's good enough. I didn't know you were lactose intolerant. And I wanted to see who was allergic to nuts. Okay, that was John Roberts. That's got to be tough. Anyone who has a nut allergy, because there's so many restaurants you go to where they don't even tell you that I'm sure you have had a lot of scares where they use or they prepare stuff in nut where they have nuts in. I know you guys. Every time I say the word, I'm like, I know who's going to say something. It's going to be Mark or it's going to be Funky that says something about the word nuts. None, but I fucking hate mustard with mustard, dude. How could you hate mustard, man? I remember you saying that a while ago. And relish too. Yeah, relish is garbage, but mustard, bro, come on a hot dog at least, a New York hot dog. E.T., you lack toes. See, that's the Connie that I like. I broke out in a bad rash with hives and joint swelling. Oh man, that sucks, man. So do you carry an EpiPen, John Roberts? Nice to meet you too, brother. Nivas, where are you joining us from, by the way? But I am caring, respectful. Respect is a big thing for me with anyone. 100% with that, MST. I agree with that. That's why I always end it with love and respect. I was taken ambulance 150 miles to Rapid City, South Dakota in 2024. They must have shot you with an adrenaline shot, like an EpiPen, while you were in the ambulance. And John, wow, that's scary. HS for being motorized. Congratulations. Thanks a lot, Maria. Appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, couldn't have done it without you guys. You know, today was day one, guys, of being monetized. That was 4 months and I believe 5 days. You guys kept this channel going, guys. Couldn't have done it without you guys. Mark got a joke for that nut allergy, retro rocket. You think people have trust issues with Indians based on scamming? I think so, retro rocket. It's unfortunate, but not everyone. I think they have trust issues, not with any Indian they see. I mean, they can usually judge, you know, like, I mean, I mean, if you call someone and, you know, if you're calling someone up and you make up a white name and stuff, obviously, you know, you're gonna doubt them when you have an accent. But I think it adds to that stereotype, you know, which sucks. So you can't blame them, you know. Well, that's a good question, Retro. I have no problem with nuts. I know it scared Elizabeth. Me no. Mark, me too. No mustard. What? How about your brother, MST? And Mark, how about your wife? Was she also against mustard? Hello, Habibi. Are you Jeff Goldblum? Reporting for duty, Billy. How you doing, brother? Welcome in. No, I don't have an EpiPen. I need to... Dude, John, you need to get one ASAP, man. I don't know what you're waiting on. Guys, hit that like button if you haven't. Really appreciate it. Billy, no allergies, but I can't do narcs for pain management. Okay. So, wait, so like if you're in the hospital, do you have to notify them, right? That they can't give you anything, any narcs. But what happens if you do get it? Like, did you swell up? Why can't you do narcs? Retro, or is it because like, you know, previously you used to be hooked on stuff? I don't know. Fill me in. Retro, not very nice. Be better. It's vacuum o'clock. You guys can hear that, huh? Thank you, Blue. Appreciate that. And guys, let me know how this mic is, all right? I'm curious to know. It's a different mic. I must have had over 15 or more needles in me at the hospital. John, make sure to read the warnings on the packages manufactured in a facility that processes the nuts. Hello, Coffee Con. You must mean blue. Autocorrect. Let's start a GoFundMe for John's EpiPen. I love mustard and relish, but not presented in a gross way. Okay. I don't know. Relish never did it for me. I tried it before, and I was like, it took away from the entire taste of the hot dog. But some sauerkraut, ketchup, and mustard on a hot dog is It was good. Subbed for but the best hot dogs, guys, is Sombrero, something like that. Not Sabaro. No, sorry. It's a German brand. I forgot what the name is now. But that's a New York City hot dog. It's like the thin hot dogs. Sub for a fair answer. Some of your mods are snowflakes, though. Retro, no, they're chill, man. They're good people. We got good people in here, man. But welcome, man. Welcome to the family. Thanks for joining us. I think you're gonna have a good time over here, brother. Sai, I can't with you. Do you need a prescription to get an EpiPen? Yes, I believe you do, because it's a shot of epinephrine, which is an adrenaline, which is, well, boosts your adrenaline. How much better H? All right, perfect. Retro, chill out, don't get bounced. Retro's cool, retro's cool. Let's, Will Smith says, keep my nuts out, you truckin' mouth. Pterodactyl in the house. What's going on, Pterodactyl? Checked out your channel the other day after the live. I was like, you know what? Let me check out Pterodactyl. She's a chill person, man. She's got some good live streams. I mean, some good short contents and lives. So it was nice getting to know you. Thanks for stopping by again. It's me, Tyson. What's up, Tyson? Whenever I see Tyson, I remember Blue. Welcome to the live, John Roberts. Hi, Maria. I love relish, Tyson and Blue, especially pickles. She snuck into a few dishes and told me after. I could never eat those dishes again, even though they were good. It's psychological with me. Did you get your first super chat in the afternoon live? I missed it. No, Elizabeth. So what happened was during the afternoon, I just got monetized today, right? And I was trying to set everything up. So by the time I set it up, all I had was the memberships. And so people, I did get members. And the cool thing was Matt was the first member, you know, which was awesome because I was the first person to I wanted to be the first person to super chat him. So it's awesome because, you know, like that's how the whole thing got started, right? So that was pretty awesome. And then for this stream, I tried to get everything sorted out, and I wasn't sure if the super chats were working, and I didn't want to ask anyone, you know, like, I mean, it felt weird to ask anyone to even send anything, but I wanted to just send it to myself and see if it works. And then 3 hit it. So now I know it works. So, but thank you guys, man. I appreciate it. Hi, it's me, and don't feel obligated to do it at all, man. You guys are family. It's just very, very sweet of you guys. Sauerkraut is potent. Yeah, but it adds to the hot dog, adds to the flavor. Hey guys, in Blue, I am sensitive to anything that has tom. What do you mean? Or tomato. Hi, Taryn. Not exactly, but yeah, I can't have shellfishers and red meat anymore. Now, Sayantana. Buttarcharji. Can I just call you Say? Say, did you ever check to see if you ever had a tick bite? Because a lot of people, after they have a tick bite, they have a very similar thing where they can't have any red meat anymore. They were able to have it at one point, and then after they got that tick bite, they're not able to. So I'm curious to know if that was a result of a bite. Least welcome from Karnataka. Sohail Khan, welcome. Say, welcome. John Roberts, thank you. You have been Retro Rocket. You are a Crime Channel guy. Oh, dude, if he's a Crime Channel guy, Pterodactyl would love his channel, and I would love that stuff too, because I like real stuff, like crime or serial killers and all that stuff, like stuff that's actually real though. I mean, it's sad, but I mean, it's interesting stuff. Thank you for that, H. I appreciate it. Of course, Taryn. Matt Noah, that's right, legendary. Thank you so much. Pin message. We got my boy, Matt Noah, right there, guys. Right here. Don't forget to sub up to my good friend right over there. We always go to his channel. Everyone that you see in blue over here is basically a mod over there. We have community. We have this small community, and we follow channels around. Really cool people. But he does his live streams daily, and he does it in the day. Really cool guy. He had a drug addiction in the past. He shares his stories, his experiences. Very honest about everything. I mean, you can't catch the dude ever lying about anything. But I think that just to get his perspective on life is very interesting. So definitely check his channel out. Smith, I have documented food sensitivities with my reaction score of 2%, 2 plus to oranges, vanilla, turkey, garlic, and onions, which are associated with my autoimmune condition over the past year. That's pretty crazy, man. I don't know what the scoring chart is, but that sucks to be allergic to to have a reaction with any of those things. But it's associated with your autoimmune condition. What is the autoimmune condition called, by the way, Smith? Oh, nice. HS, can I get monetized if I'm 690? Absolutely, bro. All you need is watch hours. Legendary, why aren't you going live, man? I don't get that. You have the sub counts, so why aren't you going live? I would be on there, bro. I'm sure a lot of us would be there to support you. Let's start a GoFundMe this year with Mountain Dew. Damn, Legend, you're up there. Yeah, Legendary's got a lot of subs. Legendary, I believe you have 4K watch hours. Congratulations, Hillary, you deserve it. Thanks a lot, Billy Elliott. Appreciate you, man. We got a lot of positive people in here. You guys are always spreading the love. Shout out to Mark, who I absolutely do not know. We got JJ French in the house. I am also sensitive to milk. Anything spicy will give me heartburn. Does that count? Yeah, that counts. Because that's kind of an allergy, Connie. All right, we got Texas using ET using the new icons, the new emojis. Serial killers, how could anyone hurt a box of Lucky Charms? Coffee, that's more like reaction for sensitive stomach, not an allergy, I don't think. Thanks for the information, guys. How long does it take to get monetized? It took me 4 months, a couple of days. I think I could have done it faster had I met everyone earlier. And if I had confidence a little earlier, or I wasn't, in such a shitty mind space at that time. Because when I did go live, I looked like I was depressed, because I was depressed when I first started, right? So everyone's first question was, "Why are you depressed?" And you don't want to share that you're depressed with someone that you don't know. So I was like, I'm not depressed, And eventually met Matt. You guys know the story from there. I'm not going to bore you with it, but that dude right there, I owe a lot to, man. Matt Noah 1. I like to redirect on the channel. I don't chat much. Sometimes I don't know what to say. You know what, Maria, I have seen you. I guess I do notice who interacts, and I've seen you come out of your shell more and more. I see you interacting on the Discord. I see you interacting here, and I love it. I love seeing that you're coming out of your shell, and you're just like, I feel like I'm finally getting to know you, is what I'm saying. So keep it up. I feel like it only helps you. It's good for socialization. To answer your question from earlier, chronic pain messes with everything, H. I can't always control the pain or ensuing the touch. Got it. I didn't know that you were in chronic pain, Connie. I just always thought that, this is the first time that I'm hearing about that. I know that you have a difficulty hearing, but I never knew anything about the pain. Thanks for sharing that. H, you talking about the tick made me think back to the time I got bit by a brown recluse spider back on my knee. Almost had to have surgery on it. Wicked. I heard those are painful as F. Like, those are really bad. A brown recluse bite. I don't think we have that out here in New York, but I know that's common pretty much in Australia as well. I bet Mark has a big I can't wait until tomorrow. My kid has a play date. That's awesome, Pterodactyl. Oof, not long. Once you have the watch hours. Yeah, it's not long at all. There's a channel called Explore With Us, Hardik. It's great as you get body cam footage of the initial contact by police and the interrogation videos too. You would like it, I think. Billy, can you share it with me on one of my shorts? Can you just comment it over there so I have it and I could check it out? Let me skip a little to the bottom. And yes, I was diagnosed with chronic and painful issues. Connie, do you take anything on the regular, like any narcotics on the regular for the pain? Or is it just Tylenol, Advil, and stuff like that? Legend, you need watch hours. Yeah, by the way, Legend, a lot of these people in here, Trish, MST, Ari's World, all these people, and a lot of people that I don't even know, BB from France, all of them helped me out with watch hours, So I feel like if you let people know that this is where you're at. You need to get watch hours. People are more than willing to help. I'm willing to help as well, bro. I could leave it running on my desktop if that's the case. But go to your YouTube studio on your phone. Click on that icon on the bottom right-hand corner, earn, and tell us what your watch hours are right now. And I believe you need 3,000. Super Chats was my biggest achievement of the year. But you have to put everything into a playlist. Take all your shorts and everything. I mean, I really think you should go live because that would be easier. But take everything, put it in a playlist, and then I'll leave it running. But they could only watch it one time. I could leave the playlist on and have it running. It'll play through everything so that you get the watch hours. But if I replay it, you won't get those watch hours. It's only one time from a single IP address. First Super Chat was on my biggest achievement of the year. Yeah, dude, you were first on that, man. I'm going to remember that, brother. Billy, hey, was good. After the show, check the Gooning Room, guys. I made a thumbnail, HS themed with my pets. Thanks a lot, Matt. We got Matt Noah in the house right there, guys. That's the guy who I'm talking about right there. I got him pinned on the bottom. That doesn't sound right, but that's the channel you gotta check out. And trust me, I wouldn't steer you guys wrong, man. We all hang out on that channel. You always catch me on there as well. Good to see you, Matt. How's your headache, man? All good now? And Matt, I want you to answer that question too. Do you have any dietary restrictions or allergies? And don't forget to hit that like button, guys. I know some of you forget to. I'm guilty of that as well. Nice, Mateo, my man. Did someone say big package? Singing all day is in the house. Dirty girl singing. I don't know where my good friend Shivani went. She just disappeared. She was on a train and she was interacting before, but then she disappeared. 3, did I say hi to you? If not, hi. What up, Mark? Everyone saying hi. Legendary, yo, Matt Noah, John Roberts, hi, Matt. Let me skip to the bottom. I'll allow that. 3, Pterodactyl. What's your name, H? Pterodactyl, it's hard dick. I know it sounds bad, but it's HARDIK. It's pronounced hard dick. Don't laugh. I could see you laughing, Pterodactyl. You're like, what the hell? Legend, do you need watch hours? Legend went silent. I think he's doing his research on his YouTube studio. It's Hardik. Can I touch you inappropriately? That's something singing would say. Is that singing alt? No, you may not touch me inappropriately. I'm a happily married man. But welcome to the live stream. Nice to have you here. That was pretty funny. Security, what's up, brother? What's going on, Possum Holla? Good to see you, brother. How's Virginia doing? How you doing? Are you at work right now? Like the live, y'all. Couldn't walk for a week. Lost my job. All good. Found something better after. That's awesome, Blue. I didn't know that you found a new job. What's the new job like? What are you doing now? Found something better after. Maria. Hi, Mika. Oh, we got Cool Girl in here? I didn't see Cool Girl in here. Shout out to Cool Girl. Let's see. Let me get to the bottom of this. Yes, sir. Hi, singing. I'm Mark. Just don't do 2 months of music without realizing you're getting copyright. Dude, me too, Matt. I was guilty of that too. I was playing music in the background while I was making eggs in the morning. And so all of that stuff, I had to reduce those videos down to nothing. So I lost a lot of those watch hours. That's why you see, if you look at my earlier live streams, they're like 10 seconds long. But that also, because I also didn't want to share because I was embarrassed. I would just be staring at the screen and kind of hiding away from the screen. I was like this. I'd be staring at the screen, and then as soon as I see someone join, I was like, the good old days, guys, the good old days. I reserved the MJ for when I can't walk. I pause them. I know Trish. Ducati behind you. Lincoln Ford. Yeah, that's a Razor RSF 650. I call it the Mark. Let me give you a quick tour of it. Hang on, I got the AI going over here. Let me turn that off. Yeah, there you go. It's battery operated. It goes about 35, but I only use it in the backyard. Mark was telling me to bring it in the backyard one day, but you want to see a 6'2", a guy that's 6'2", sitting on that, it would be quite funny. But it does carry my weight, guys, and with my 2 daughters on it on the same time. Maybe sleeping. Let me adjust this a little bit so that it's straight. There you go. Hi, Lincoln. Matt, where is Shivani? Shivani, aap kidhar hai? I bet Mark doesn't watch tranny porn. You know Mark watches tranny porn. Mark is watching like stuff, lady boys in Bangkok, Thailand, you name it, he's watching it. Smash that like and subscribe button. Hit that like button, guys. We're at 24. Appreciate all of you. Hi, Trish, Ryan Tully. Boom. What's going on, Ryan? Hard dick, that's right. Dietary restrictions, eggs, mushrooms, onions, garlic, and meat. Damn, man, all the good stuff, Ryan. You had to have been bit by a tick, man. If you can't eat. Were you able to eat meat at some point, and then you stopped? Believe it or not, there's a lot of people that go undiagnosed. It's crazy how they don't even test people in this day and age. The first thing that they should do is test people to see if they were bit by a tick, um, by doing a simple blood test. But I know my brother-in-law. Well, it's my sister's mother-in-law, and she went undiagnosed for a long time. She was been going to the doctor. Eventually, there was this Indian doctor who said to her, "Have you ever?" And this was just during conversation at a party. "Have you ever gotten tested to see whether you were bit by a tick?" And she's like, "No, I don't even go in I don't go in areas where there's a lot of greenery. I only walk in my backyard." And New York is not known for ticks, and they don't live too far away from me. They're like maybe about 10 minutes away. And he was like, "Just go get it tested, just for shits and giggles. Go get it tested." Lo and behold, she was bitten by a tick. So then they gave her like, I mean, there's actually no cure for it, but there's some stuff that they gave her. I asked twice. I'm not going to ask him again. MST, what did I miss? Hang on, let me go to channel activity. I'm sorry if I missed it. Stash Cash, what up? Mark is the Pastor Gunnar. I asked twice. Hi Possum, like the live, y'all. Legend, do you need watch hours? Yeah, exactly. He's not answering. I think he's busy looking at his stats. No, I'm off until Monday. Nice, holla. That's awesome, man. Get to spend time with the family. You definitely try to get some live streams on, man. I like chilling in your backyard or front yard, whichever one that is. But it is kind of chill over there. I kind of wish I would see your faces though, like while I'm interacting with you. It's kind of sometimes I'm just like, I'm looking at your backyard, but then I get bored of it, even though you have cool stuff in there. I get sick when I have too much dairy. Matt, how's your headache? You didn't answer, bro. The bite was back in 2011. I am still teaching, H. That's awesome that you're teaching. Kindergarten or actually pre-K, right? Am I right with pre-K? I could see you being a good teacher. You have a great sense of humor for a teacher. Ita, have you found new work? Matt, do you have? I'm curious to know if ET found new work as well. Matt, do you have take those pills before eating dairy? I do not take anything for blue. I have to take allergy medicine. I'm allergic to grass, dirt, cats. I'm allergic to raw tomatoes, rice if I eat those things, and I get a rash reaction. I also can eat too spicy food. You can't eat or you can eat, Maria. Connie, because I know Latin people, or Spanish people, they cook a lot of spicy foods. That sucks if you can't eat that. Connie, no, I've been taking some time off. Well, good for you singing. So everyone needs that time off sometimes. And if you're good comfortably, like I'd say financially, if you're good for a little while, sometimes you got to clear your mind, take that little break, figure out a game plan, and get back in business. I could see the nerves in when I watch my earliest. Yeah, it is crazy to see, right? That's the first thing that I do when I see someone with a lot of subs. I like to go back and look at the very first stream and just be like, I want to see how this person was in the very beginning and see how they progressed. I did that to Sia. I did that to Elizabeth as far back as I could go on hers. Matt's. But it's nice to see a person come out of their shell. When I eat eggs or chill, it gives me more gas than Exxon. H, you can't hide anymore. The gimbal, I know. No, but now I'm a lot more comfortable with it. But I just have to immediately sit down and turn it on. That's why you guys see me sit down. I turn it on. The camera's facing that way, and I'm like, I don't care. I'm just gonna hit that button. Otherwise, my mind gets to me, and then I'm like, I hesitate a little to go live. Still happens, guys. Singing, I can't get it. Much deserved. ET. These days I could be Wait, hang on. I accidentally hit the live button, and I'd be like, okay, let's do it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what you got to do, man. Guys, hit that like button if you haven't. Really appreciate it. I know some of you guys forget. Betsy, I do not eat garlic because it makes me sick. I have IBS that just sets me right off. Or maybe you're a vampire, Betsy. Imagine that. No, I know some people who have that as well. They have IBS, so they can't have garlic and they can't have dairy. Matt, you're a natural. Yeah, Matt has the gift of gab. You know, with me, yeah, it seems like I'm an extrovert, maybe, or maybe some of you guys can tell easily. I feel like a lot of you guys have a good read on me, though. I bet Mark likes puppies, long walks on the beach, cuddling, and reach arounds. You're welcome, HS. HS, what's up, bro? What's going on? Stash Cash in the house. Sorry, guys. I know I'm taking a long time to get to your messages. I'm just trying to read everyone's. I know you guys take the time to write it, so I respect that. I appreciate you guys doing that and interacting. So I like to get through every one of them. Hello there. How are you doing? I'm doing well, Betsy. How are you doing? Where are you joining us from? Stash Cash in the house, guys. That is the spot to go to if you want to network. Stash has built such a great community on his channel. I went there. I was just joking around. He had his I forgot what you call that robot thing. Some sort of Blink. He was using his Blink robot, which he dressed up to look like a mini him now. And I jumped on. I was like waiting for Stash. I was like, maybe he's taking a piss in the bathroom or dropping a deuce. But he was at work at that time. So whenever I jump on his channel, I always go, move out the way, I'm late to the function. And so then he responds back, and I see a little camera turning around, and it was Stash, and he's like, yo, I'm at work, shout out to Age Security. And but then I started interacting with them, and I'm like, talking about gooning and stuff, and these guys are enjoying it. And I got a whole bunch of subs from his channel just by joking around and stuff. Great community he built over there, man. We got a great community over here as well. You guys, I see a lot of you. I was lurking on Stashes today. I couldn't interact, but he was shouting out Funky on there. It sounded like Funky was like on The Price is Right, walking up. He was like, "Yeah, I'm Funky." he was getting a shout out over there. I'm sure he got some subs over there. We know JJ is a softie at heart. Do you know Surya? Surya who? Surya Munchie. Ryan Tully, Stash, what's up? JJ, that sounds romantic or psychotic. I can't decide which. Thank you so much. Of course, Betsy, I'm happy to have you over here. I don't like regular mustard, but I do like honey. Honey mustard is amazing. Especially broccoli bites with honey mustard. I don't know if you've ever tried that. Matt and Funky, what's up, brother? Turned actor. I'm looking for a job. What kind of job are you looking for, Taryn? And where are you located again? I forgot. I'm sorry. Hope you stay. I think you said Texas, but I'm not 100% sure. Hope you stay and join in. Arctic ticks hang off tree branches when you brush against them. This is when they latch onto cattle and humans. Please tell your kids not to brush up against bushes, trees. Yeah, but aren't they in the grass as well? Aren't they also found in the grass? Was good today. Did you go live today? Today, sir? I went live. I don't think you're talking to me, though. I think you're talking to someone else. Because you were on my live earlier today. The headache is okay. And I know that for a fact because you joined in, you became a member today. The headache is okay. I think I've just been out of the heat too much, out in the heat too much, running errands. Dude, and you also never answered me running errands and taking trips with no AC in the car. Yo, Matt, why don't you just get one of those recharge kits? You can go to like any Pep Boys or any one of those stores and they sell, or Home Depot or Lowe's, they sell a recharge kit. Take it to a mechanic because I don't know how comfortable you feel doing this, but and it's really cheap and it recharges the coolant, the refrigerant in your car, which I believe I'm not sure what number it is, but they just look up the model number of your car. They could tell you which one to get. It's a quick fix. I mean, I had to do that in my old truck before. The other question I had for you, Matt, was, is your AC in your room not working? Let's mow the lawn together. What's up, brother? Good to see you on. Welcome. Stash, I'm Gucci, great like frosted flakes. That's what he always says when you ask him how you doing. Need to go watch some Stash vids. Yeah, I had some grieving to do. Yeah, man. I know you were going through a lot, man, with your boss. I know you developed like a great relationship with him. It sucks. It's crazy because even though I haven't met any of you guys in person, and this is something I was thinking of today. If you guys disappear, like one of you disappear, I mean, think about it, right? Just Nolan disappears, and Nolan would just write stuff like, "Is this live over yet?" Or "Can you speed this up? I'm busy." Like he would just write these things, and then he got modded up in here, right? And he was a cool guy. He would interact once in a while. Kind of a lurker on here, But when he would write something, it would be sarcastically funny, and I do enjoy dry humor like that. And then he got accused. Someone spoofed his name, and it wasn't him. But what I'm trying to get at, I don't want to lose my train of thought. But when someone disappears, I feel there's a void, believe it or not. Even though I haven't met you in person, isn't that kind of crazy? I know Blue gets what I'm saying. I have a feeling a lot of you feel that way. But when someone you're so used to interacting with on a daily basis, on a live or even on the Discord, and now the Discord even adds to it, because now I get to know more about you, and I like interacting with you guys now. And then when you guys disappear, I'm just like, what's wrong? Why did this person leave? I hope they're all right. I hope they're healthy. Hopefully they're not in the hospital. Hopefully that, all these thoughts just go in my mind. I did that for H, walk around the neighborhood. Yeah, walking around the neighborhood is always nice. Yes, I would definitely appreciate the blue. Hang on, let me catch up to the bottom, guys, because I feel like I'm way behind. Someone give me a timestamp, please. I hope you feel better on the headache pain, Matt. Shank Universe, are you retired? No, I'm not retired, Shank. I actually work. I have my own business. I'm in real estate and in construction, so I buy and sell distressed property, commercial and residential, in 3 boroughs. And I have 3 partners as well. I've been doing that for quite a while. I quit my IT job in 2008 when I was 28 years old. Started doing this full time, and I'm 46 right now. And I'm also in IT as well. That is my passion, IT. So I still dabble in that on the side. Like I have moved law firms and doctor offices to the cloud during the epidemic, the pandemic. Singing Hey Papa Smurf. We got Ron in the house. Where's Ron? I don't see Ron anywhere. Did I miss his message? What's going on, Ron? Good to see you, brother. Monetize, my friend. Pretty exciting news. Just to share with you. Don't think that I'm saying that just so that you don't think of it as a hint or anything. I'm just excited about it, guys. That I'm just trying to share it with you. It was a lot of work. You guys know it. Dog napper, how much those teeth cost? These are my natural teeth. Everything except for this tooth right here. That's a crown, dog napper. Welcome to the live. Do you still goon? Hell yeah, I still goon, man. Every man's got a goon. It's always good to goon. I always preach that you have to clean those pipes, whether you're male or female. It's very healthy to do. It keeps you young. Otherwise, your body just feels like, you're not reproducing anymore. So let's start the aging process. So keep those pipes clean. Goon away, my friend. Quick public service announcement, guys. Make sure you join the Discord. The link is on my YouTube page. Please do so. Anyone who cannot join that, they are going to get demodded because we're going to have mod meetings. As you guys know, Mark and Trish are both the managing mods, and we need to have those meetings. It's very important. And by the way, Matt is busy with his channel. Otherwise, he would definitely. But we still brainstorm, because we're on the same wavelength with like ideas and stuff like that. So anyway, guys, join the Discord. I keep on losing my train of thought when I see something in front of me. I see Matt No over there, and start talking about him. But anyway, join that Discord, guys. It's very important. You don't need to download it right away. You just click on that link, and then it instructs you what to do, and then it'll take you directly to the gooning room. And then when I see you in there, just say hi to everyone or whatever, and then I'll add you to the mod group. And if you're not a mod, feel free to join in as well. It's pretty fun. We built a great community in there. As you could tell, I'm sure you enjoy yourself in here. HS, I constantly wonder why you didn't become a therapist or psychologist. Yeah, but imagine imagine listening to someone all day, listening to their issues, or let's just say if they're really negative, and you hear that all day, it's going to take its toll on you. That's what I wanted to do at first. I wanted to be a psychiatrist at first, but then also I'm pretty good at my hands, so then I wanted to be a surgeon, like a brain surgeon or a heart surgeon. Then I was like, you know what? No, I was meant to patent a tool for surgeons. Like I want to basically just see what they do and develop the tools that they use. That's what my calling is. So I'm all over the place, guys. My brain is just wired differently. I remember everyone telling me with this even, you got to find your niche, like with YouTube, with live streaming. And I was like, I don't have any, man. Like and I was doing those lip syncing shorts in the very beginning. You guys remember those days. You like to explore beautiful. I love exploring the mind. Like I could, if we're friends, like let's just say we're chatting. I really dive into your mind, like to the point where I get to the point where you're just like, back the fuck up, like you're getting to know me a little too much. Okay, now I see Ron over here. What's up, Ron? Good to see you, brother. Stash Cash, do you goon? I answered that question, Shank Universe. Everyone should be gooning. Yeah, it's good positive outlook and a lot of those videos, Stash. I appreciate you all for coming through. Of course, Stash, you're good peeps, man. It's nice seeing you on here. MST, yes, that would be amazing. Honey Mustard, 9:48. What time? How far back am I? Oh man, I am like 10 minutes behind, bro. I am going way too slow. I'm boring you guys with my stories. Shank, he'll get to it. He's behind. I'm going to speed up now, guys. Trying to office work. Okay, you are in Texas. Thanks for clarifying that. I did remember. I got it correct. Trying to find office work, like admin work, Taryn. I'm asking about Stash H today. Guys, I'm going to skip forward a little bit. Sorry if I miss anything. But it just, I don't want to fall too far behind. Hi again, Neva. I bought a floor air conditioner at Home Depot for $319. Yeah, those work actually really good, where you have to just ventilate it out the window. My AC is blowing hot air. I changed the cap. That's what I was going to suggest to Matt, that maybe his filter is clogged up because he has pets at home. So all you gotta do is remove that filter, wash it under water, dry it up before you put it back in, with a hair dryer or air dry it, and then put it back in, and you should be good to go. Try that before you have to replace it or anything. Me either, during the day I leave it at 70, but to sleep, damn, 70 degrees during the day. You guys like it cold in there. People just leave if people leave without a goodbye, it's weird and it feels unsettling. I've gotten over that because I know, so like if you guys don't greet me, you guys know I have a habit of, whenever I see you guys, it's a habit to greet you guys. And if I do forget you, remember one thing, guys, this is very important. I am not doing it on purpose. There's only one specific person that I do ignore on purpose, and you guys know who that is. But other than that, it's never intentional. So if I do forget you, please say what's up to me, and I'll definitely catch you. Otherwise, I have bounced if I don't reply. But never take it personally. And if people leave, I mean, yeah, it sucks, when you guys do leave. But I know you guys are busy, Or sometimes I put you guys to sleep, like I start speaking. Like Trish right now, she has like she has 4 pieces of Scotch tape, just holding her eyes open whenever she joins the live stream. It's part of her. Before 9 o'clock hits, at like 8:50, she goes and she gets her Scotch tape and tape it up to stay awake for the entire live. The ticks, when mature, climb the trees to get better, latch onto the couch of deer. David Attenborough is awesome, man. That guy's voice is awesome. I thought that they were also in Grass, like Sylvester Stallone in Cliffhanger. All right, guys, I'm going to fast forward a little because it's at 9:52. Okay, I'm catching up. We're at 7 minutes behind. Think about when it first got pop and say, disappear, don't worry. All right, I'm going to speed up a little more, guys. Ticks adapt to their environment. They usually adjust to their size of victim. Deer trail, deer height. I'm gay, is it normal? African, you are what you are, man. And it's all right. You're welcome over here. Gay, straight, alien, whatever it is. As long as you're not talking about religion or politics, you're welcome over here. HS got a great grill. Thanks a lot, MST. Ticks are a real problem out here. The Goonies. I also goon 4 times a day. But you know what I noticed? Like I used to be a goon master. You know, like I was over gooning to the point where like I'm all tired and lethargic. I think you should start a cult instead of becoming a therapist. Gee, thanks a lot, Mo. The H security cult. Oh, HS is definitely good with his hands. Pterodactyl. I couldn't be a therapist. I could lose my mind, and I want to go to school for massage therapy. Massage therapy is pretty great, but you know you're gonna have people who are always gonna ask you. They're gonna be like, "Yo, Taryn, can I get a happy ending?" You know that happens. Do you need to wear glasses? Yes, I need to. This is not just for style. These are oversized glasses, by the way. I know it. Everyone makes fun of me. I've heard that quite often, but I think it's the angle also. Like if I put the camera back here, it's not oversized, but when I'm in your face, like this, it's oversized. You know. But I'm due for new glasses. Yes, I need glasses. I'm a 4.5, I believe. That's my vision. Why don't you sleep with your wife instead of gooning? I do both, bro. But you know, one time is not enough for me. You know, and she's kind of like irritated if I need to do it multiple times. I got a quick recharge rate. HS is a brain intrusion. Yes. You know, even in my job, let me tell you guys a quick story. I know I'm behind. I know it's 9:57. I'm at 10:01. All right, I have a little time. So in my job, I used to work for this company. It was an IT company, and we all were directors, right? At that part. So we were sectioned off, and so I started this thing where we do life invasions, and so randomly, and we were young. You know, we were in our 20s. So we'd be like, all right, today after work, we're doing a life invasion. Whatever you're doing, we're doing with you. So if somebody says something like, oh, I'm meeting up with some friends, we're going to this bar, and then I'd go, life invasion, and then we all would join in. And there was this one time where we made it on a newspaper article, someone was taking pictures, and then it was, so we had that hung up on the wall over there. But we would randomly invade each other's life, and it was just awesome. Then another guy, he had an Xbox. So he's like, oh, I'm just going to go home and play Xbox and stuff. He goes, oh, I have Rock Band and stuff. And we're like, life invasion. And then we went to his crib. We played Rock Band. We were like, some person was on the drums, another person on the guitar, another person on the other guitar, some person singing. You know, it was good times. I miss those days. Great company to work for, a great crew of people that I'm still in touch with. Blue, I know I was going to be shocked. All right, brand name on my AC is Visani. I haven't heard of that one. I eventually wanted to move up north, just haven't decided where. Why don't you like it in Texas? Texas, everything is like, I hear a lot, other than the weather, I don't see why you would want to. Vartika, what's up, Vartika? Good to see you. Vartika's another channel. I don't know where Shivani went. She was here, she was on a train, she was on here, and she was like, I'm gonna hang out for a bit, and then she just vanished. Good to see you, Vartika. That's another channel I go to, guys. Vartika New Journey. She's good people. I gotta do it. It's not my place. Cut it out. Vartika, thanks for joining. Welcome. I go to her channel. She teaches me English as well. She's great at English. I mean, she teaches me Hindi as well. I use Gorilla Tape tonight. Now that's gonna work, Trish. But the other day she fell asleep even while taped up. Oh, nice. I gotta look that up. Like done. Thanks a lot, Vartika. Always good to see you on here. Vande Mataram, Jai Hind, and Aapka Swagat. Hey, security. What's up, Survivor Empire? Good to see you. Let's see. Said hi. Pterodactyl. Guys, I'm catching up. Don't worry. I'm gonna get to your message very soon. We had mild winter here. We had a terrible winter here in New York. It was way too much snow. When can we drink the Kool-Aid, old wise one? You could drink right now, man. Pop that baby open. Drink some. Carvana in the house. What's going on, Carvana? Did I miss you earlier? Good to see you, because she wrote in a foreign language, believe me. How are you, Mr. Hardik? I'm doing well, Vartika. Good to see you. I'm doing better now that you're here. Please tell Shivani I said hi. I don't know where she went. Home security, tell her she's supposed to spend the whole live stream here, because she always lectures me. She's always like, Hardik, why do you come over here and just drop a like and then you leave on me, you know? And I'm like, I'm busy, Shivani. And then so today she's like, I'm here. And then she just disappeared. Home security, we need to move this cult to the moon. Only then Goonistan have a chance of being formed. Goonistan. I don't know where you guys come up with this stuff. Hey, HS solar powered Gooner. Imagine that, dude. You're out in the Texas heat. You pull out your solar Gooner. I love how he says he has a little time. He's about to add 15 minutes. No, I went quick with that story. That was quick. Today, David Hasselhoff 70. David Hasselhoff is awesome, man. It sucks. I mean, he was going through that whole drinking thing, but he had a good life, man. On Baywatch, man, that dude was bagging it, man. And then he was a star, believe it or not. A lot of you probably don't know this. He was a star out in Germany, man. If you watch some of his singing videos, they're hilarious. But he made it big with that. Nolan did not start COVID. That's right, man. Leave Nolan alone. He's innocent. Nolan, if you're here, we miss you, man. Sam, how old is that? 74. Dude, I was going to, ain't gonna say you gooned in the office space. Wait, dude, I was hoping you ain't say you gooned in, no, I didn't do that. Even though I'm pretty freaky, but I didn't do that. But I have drove down the highway and whipped it out just to see how it felt with the windows down and just feel the breeze on it, Everyone's tried that, right? Or is that another random confession where I just stuck my foot in my mouth? Because I was just joking about that, guys. I never did that happen. Hardik never did that. Texas and Florida are expensive and the wages are stagnant. Unless you are good in business, professional, upper class, or already rich, Texas and Florida aren't that great. Yeah, that sucks, man. I thought that there was a lot of opportunities out there in Texas and Florida. I thought things were cheaper in Florida and in Texas as well. I know the property values in Texas are high, but I thought it was more reasonable in Florida. Then why are people moving from New York to Florida? I don't get that, 3. You sound like a December born. No, I'm an Aquarius. Sometimes I want to quiz you guys and see how well you guys know me. Because I know a lot of you guys don't listen to me. You guys just come here to chat away. Very few of you guys actually listen to me. By the way, guys, if you haven't, please hit that like button. Really appreciate it. Besides the heat in Texas, too many bad memories. That's why. Okay, got it. Sometimes if it's toxic, you got to get out, Taryn. Hey, now you are good in Hindi. Also, Mr. Hardik. Bahut shukriya Vartaka. Main koshish karunga. How do I say I am trying? I seen that New York had a bad winter storm. Yeah, it was terrible. It was really terrible, John Roberts. Timestamp, where's the timestamp, guys? Billy Elliott, it's too hot to goon in Texas. We definitely need to talk to Elon about getting this cult moving in space. There are no rules, no NATO, no rules. Hardik, you know it happened. No, it didn't happen. I was just joking around, guys. Just joking around, right? Come on, you know you would do it, MST. If you had one, you would be doing that for sure. Open the sunroof, get a little air, and just be like, and no one can see you, only you know it, Rock out with your blank out. Everywhere is cheaper than New York City. What's he saying? I didn't say anything, Kyle. Just disregard. I'm an Aquarius. Oh, you're an Aquarius as well? I get along with Aquarius people. They think as crazy as I do. Well, we got a lot of crazies on here, a lot of weirdos on here. People that already have money are moving to Texas and Florida, but they have to take a big pay cut unless, got it. So you go in there and I guess your money would move a little slower over there, right? Like, I mean, you get more bang for your buck than you would in New York. So let's just say if you did well over here, if you're in New York, you're stash cashed, basically. And you're stashing cash and you go to Florida or you go to Texas, you can still survive with your savings as long as it's working for you and make a little money out there. That's what you're trying to say, right? Okay, Mr. John, I will definitely return back to you. I like it when you guys sub up to each other. Guys, check out Vartika's channel, man. She goes live and I'll tell you one thing. If you go to Vartika's channel, she keeps track of everything. She will sub back to you. She'll always show up on your lives. She always hits me up. There's a lot of people, even Shivani as well. Shivani Fitness. they both they're all about loyalty. A lot of these Indian channels, they're very loyal. Like they see that you sub up and they're like, you know the drill. So they'll come back to your channel, they'll watch your shorts, they'll hit you up with the likes, drop the comments. They know the game. He is riding that bike, gooning on the Jersey Turnpike. I appreciate that, Bartika. 10:08. How am I doing, guys? Okay, I'm 2 minutes behind. Not bad. Nice. I knew he bowed that. 7:39. My bike, February 9th. I'm 36. We're very close, Pterodactyl. That's pretty crazy. Hey, Shiva, nice to see you, brother. Right, if you're blue collar from New York and go to Florida or Texas, you're still living hand to mouth. Got it. I'm 60. My birthday is May 9th. Oh, that's awesome, John Roberts. Dude, you probably have a lot of wisdom behind you, man. I like hanging out with older people. Like when I go to parties and stuff, that's where you find me, man. I'm 46, so we're not too far apart, but I like the wise old... Paku in the house, what's going on? Good morning to you. It's evening over here, but nice of you to join. Paku, channel got monetized, so pretty excited, man. I'm not asking for anything. I'm just letting you guys know, just celebrating our victory with you all. You are the all-star, Lady Hardick. They can see you whenever you're gooning around in the car. Mr. Hardick, we have noticed your heartbeat is spiking. Have you had an emergency, sir? Happy belated birthday, John. Yeah, happy belated birthday, John. That's right. We just missed it not too long ago. Good evening, Lord Zebra in the house. I haven't seen Lord Zebra in a hot minute. Good to see you, Lord Zebra. Sorry if I missed any messages, guys. I was fast forwarding to catch up because I do want to get to the next question. This question went on for a long while. So let me ditch this question and I will catch up to the messages again. I want to keep things interesting tonight and get to all the questions. Mark came up with some good questions. Do you have any? Okay, this is a good one. When was the last time you were truly scared? I'll tell you guys mine. I had a scare. Whenever I hear a loud thump in my house, I get scared, right? And you'll see it happens as you get older. When you have kids, you get paranoid that your child hurt themselves. And even though my kids are they're in a crib, but it's lowered, and we removed the front of it, so it just has like MST knows what I'm talking. A lot of you parents know what I'm talking about. Wait, hang on, what was that? That was weird. But anyway, so I heard a loud thump this morning, and my daughter fell out of her crib, and I was like, "How did you fall out?" And then she's explaining it to me, but she didn't hurt herself. She hit her head, but I always get worried about head injuries. I'm a little too paranoid about that. Good evening, chat. Mods HS. Anyone new to the channel should like and subscribe to the channel. It helps the algorithm so people can show up and be seen and heard. Thank you, Lord Zebra. Appreciate that, brother. Good to see you on here. Thanks for mentioning that. I did forget to notify everyone. How's your day going, Lord Zebra? Happy Friday to everyone, by the way. Oh, cool. That's Taryn. A nice start of my day. Hi, Zebra. Whoa, monetized. Congrats. That's right, Sarah. Exciting day today. Hang on, let me get some water in here. That was hard work. It was a lot of work, but you guys made it a lot of fun. Mark, how's it going? Sarah, how's your day going? What do you got planned for the weekend? Thanks, H Security. And don't think I'm just asking you as a passing question. Just don't be like, good. I want to hear what you got planned. Please leave a comment. I will definitely return back to you. Happy birthday, John. Ooh, members now too. Yep, we got the whole, and I also made it affordable, because I know not, and only do it if you can, there's no pressure at all. Either way, you guys are fam. Singing all day when the weird guy talked about shooting me. Yeah. So guys, just to fill you guys in on what singing is talking about, she worked at a gas station, and there was this guy who didn't directly threaten her, but indirectly said to her that he could shoot her underneath I believe there was plexiglass, but he just suggested that he could basically do it if he wanted to, or someone could do it. And that scared the shit out of her, and rightfully so. So she quit her job at the gas station. So that's what singing is referring to. Was shooting on my last, that was a scary moment, singing. After I got out of the shower and slipped and fell, I left my life alert on the nightstand. Can you be serious, Kyle? I really want to know, man. The last scary moment you had. You're welcome, John. Good evening, everyone. Good night. Good night, Amy. Thanks for joining in. I'll catch you on Jay's, or I'll see you on here. Appreciate you being here so often. You're good company. Have a good night. Thanks, Vartika. Appreciate that, sweetheart. Ooh, sweetheart. Singing all day. Vartika, subscribe. Vartika's got another one. That's awesome. HS, don't you do dance party tonight with the girls? We already had ours. It was crazy. Hardik was getting down, man. Today was a celebration day, MST. I was getting wild today. My kids were having a blast. I was jumping off the couch. I almost attempted a backflip. Almost. Imagine I came on here with a neck brace on. Like, what's up, fam? with a big ass neck brace on. Like, Hardik, you just got monetized. What the fuck do you do to yourself? One of my biggest fears is drowning. I sink like a stone. My father threw me out the boat, rode off when I was 7. Dude, he traumatized you, man. But I avoid deep water. It's not too late to learn, though, Lord. You gotta face your fears, man, because it does come in handy. That was one of the questions earlier today, by the way, Lord. It was like, can you survive in the ocean for 24 hours without a life vest? So in the water. And then, we got a poll on that. But that's scary, man. Like at 7, that's rough, bro. That's pretty messed up. Never too late to learn, man, and face your fears. I think that everyone should try to face their fears. I'd love to comment on your shorts, Vartika. Thanks, Neva. I'll get back to you. I'm visiting a friend in the city tomorrow and then getting drinks with a different friend tomorrow night. What about you? That sounds like a lot of fun, Sarah. You sounds like you have a very busy social life, which is awesome, off of here, which is very healthy. Unlike many of us, we're just on YouTube. I do work and stuff during the day, but after I'm done with work, I have family time, and then I'm on here until pretty late. I do need to cut down the hours, but it's just fun. These are my friends, as sad as it sounds, but I enjoy it that way. My wife finds it a little sad, but I'm like, don't feel sad for me, I feel like she's like looking down on me. I'm like, this is what I prefer. But that's awesome. Is it a date, Sarah, by the way? Because I see that fire over there. So when you're meeting up with that different friend, are they of the opposite sex or of the same sex? I don't know which way you roll, but fill me in. What's going on? My twin sister is 7 minutes older. I kicked her out of the womb early. But since my brother passed, I have this lingering fear or impending doom looming over me since. It passes, but sometimes I get scared about my own mortality. That's natural, man. That's your brother, so you know that you guys share the same genetics. I don't know how he passed. Lord, can you remind me how he passed? I don't know if you shared it before and I just forgot. But especially if he was of the same age as you, it's natural to think about that. But you got to remember, all of us are going to go eventually, and there's no avoiding that. Yes, you can take care of your health, you can keep healthy. I always tell you guys, I always think of it as I'm going to return this vessel back, and so I want to give it back in the best condition I can. So that keeps me healthy. If you guys want to adapt that way of thinking, it really does help. You can extend your time then, but when it's your time to go, it's your time to go. It's unfortunate, but I kind of prep I got all my affairs in order as far as wills and all estate and all that stuff, just in case something shit hits the fan and I just, disappear, that my family is all right, they're in safe hands, you got to do all those things. You got to make those preparations because we don't know when it happens. Not to get morbid on here, I know we went from happy, now we're talking about death, but you bring up a good point. Lord. A couple of months ago, I was cornered by a couple of moose while I was on my quad. Scared the shit out of me. Just waited it out until they finally. Yeah, moose are freaking ballsy. They're very ballsy. Like they stare you down. Like bitch, get out the way. You know, like they don't mess around. John, how old are you? I believe he's 60. Neva's grilled chicken with salad. That's healthy, Mark. Hello, John. Last time I was scared was today, watching a movie someone told me to watch. I'll never be the same. Which movie was it, Blue? I'm 60, Sadia Nevis. What about you? I got scared only when someone said my father was looted at a bus station. He was brutally assaulted. That's sad, man. When someone said my father was... That's sad. You know, I remember when my dad came, I was inside a courtroom. I was there for an auction. And my dad came in and, you know, back then it wasn't smartphones. It was those phones that you have a battery and you can, it's not a built-in battery. So anyway, he walks in through, you're not allowed to have your phone on you in the courtroom. I don't know why. I mean, they just didn't allow it back then. You can't just simply turn it off. Anyway, so you're supposed to leave it in your car or at home. So I already was in the auction. I was in the courtroom waiting for the auction to commence. And my dad always liked to come in because he was retired. So he liked to come and hang out. And he goes through the metal detectors. The metal detector goes off. And the cop takes his phone and yells at him. And he goes, do you understand English? There's no phones allowed. And he takes his phone and then he disconnects the battery. He takes his key and taps the things together. What do you call that? You know, the prongs on a battery together just to fuse the battery out, to kill the battery, and then gives it back to my dad. And that cop the security guard was a dickhead, you know. And then my dad, later on we get back to the car, and he goes, Hardik, you know, my phone is not working, you know, I need to pick up a battery. And my dad's a very peaceful guy. He's not the type that, well, he was a very peaceful guy, not the type that would make a stink about anything or stand up for himself or whatever. He had a couple of strokes before, you know, so it was a lot more relaxed and stuff. But when I hear that, you know, I'm protective of my dad, you know, so when I heard what happened, I'm like, did he intentionally do that with your phone? And he was like, yeah, he intentionally did that. And I was so pissed off. And then I went back in there to find that security guard, and I didn't find that guy. And then my dad basically said he didn't remember what the guy looked like or whatever. And I know it was just so that I don't, you know, make a big stink about it, you know. But I was pissed off, you know. But yeah, that is scary that your friend's father was looted. Sorry to give you guys my stories. I know I fall behind, but I like sharing everything with you guys. I want to get back into dancing and art. Do it, Taryn. You know, like it seems, if you enjoy it, do it. I wish I can eat then too. When my mom's friend drove too fast, the car moved to a different street. I thought I was gonna die. I was crying. Don't get in that car again, Maria. Seriously though, I'd have to message it H because I don't post personal. Okay, all good. Well, was it a porn that you were watching or something? What's up with that, Blue? Mark, it's breakfast time here. Have any of you guys seen the movie Breakfast Club, by the way? That was a good movie. My brother used to feed the homeless when the sandwiches were swapped out. He would leave the old ones for the homeless. One day he forgot and they set the newspapers on fire against pumps. That's pretty crazy, man. I'm not trying to live in fear. The worst already happened. I fear losing my mom though. That is scary. I would always fear losing my parents. And then eventually, I remember when my dad, you know, it was one of his birthdays and I was just bawling for some reason. I felt like, you know, he was getting old and I was going to lose him. And that thought, even just wishing him happy birthday, you know, saddened me. And, you know, he never knew that I felt that way. But when he would say, you know, it's going to be my time to go very soon, it would break my heart. I'd be like, Dad, you better cut that shit out, you know. I'm not ready for you to go, you know. And I would always say that to him. And he's like, listen, you got to accept it, man, you know. Like, but then I never thought it was going to happen. And then when it happened, it caught me by surprise. We both have the same birthday month. John subbed. Vartika got another sub. Good for you, Vartika. You deserve it. I wish Shivani was here as well, man, because I met Shivani. I met Vartika through Shivani, actually. Last time I was truly scared. July 2nd, actually abandoned with someone who had that's scary as shit, Taryn. Butter egg. My last scary moment I had to be. Guys, timestamp, please. My last scary moment had to be my last C-section. I had having the baby, getting a huge cyst removed, and my tubes tied in one operation. By the way, MST, do you regret getting your tubes tied for anything? Like, as far as like, not because in case you want to have another baby, but as far as like bleeding now or your period or whatever, like any of that stuff, any discomforts, do you kind of wish that you would have just left it natural? Not because you wish you had another baby, but just do you wish you would have done that? But I'm glad everything went well with that C-section and with the cyst removed. That is scary. That is a scary time when they have you cut open like that and you have absolutely no control. You're at their mercy. I remember my wife crying when she had her C-section, and I was like, well, what are you freaking out about? You know, and she's like, I don't know. Like, what if I don't get to see my child, you know? And I was like, all right, that's legit, you know, but you try to lighten the mood and stuff, but the thought was in the back of my head. But I'm optimistic about stuff. I die within the first 5 minutes. Hi, 8 security. Do you know my old neighbor and he just moved into your neighborhood? Oh, that's cool, Joey. Tell him I said, what's up? What's good, fam? You only have to fear itself. Exactly, Sadia. Last time I was truly scared when I saw Donald Trump's Epstein Island video dancing between young girls. Rakesh, it is freaky, man. That is some freaky stuff. Sarah, last time I was truly scared. I made a mistake at work. Accidentally forgot to redact a social security number on a document I filed and got a terrifying letter threatening saying, that's crazy. That is scary stuff, Sarah. For those of you who don't know, Sarah is a lawyer. So that is scary. Yeah, I need an... So what happened with that, Sarah? So did it eventually blow over or what? Yeah, I need an internet fast. Blue, that, thanks, Khan. HS, I'd be serious, but those answers would be too much. Heart rate up, just typing. Sex. That's what I used to, John Roberts, I used to write that. That was like my tag, like, you know, in the hardwood, when you would have a desk at school, whether it was made of metal or whether, aluminum or it was made of wood. I would carve those words in there because my hormones were racing. So I would just want to write it in there just so that the next person that sits there sees the word sex. And for some reason, in this brain of mine, I just wanted to do that. But I think some of you guys have done that also. Sorry if that's rough. Singing Blue, I got that. So if you saw that on your desk, that was probably me. Rake, that is a creepy video. What video are we talking about, guys? I feel so left out. Dates can be fun. I have a date Monday. Oh, that's awesome, Taryn. They are fun. You get to meet no date. LOL, my love life is so stagnant right now. It's impossible to meet people and I refuse to use the apps. Well, Sarah, you're in the right place. Welcome to the 8 Security Live. Sarah, we have a lot of eligible men over here. Good men too. So can you give us a little information on where you are? You don't have to give us too personal information. Just what state you're in, your age, kind of man you're looking for. Because we have a lot of men over here, good-looking men too, and I could vouch for them. No joke. I'm not even I'm not even joking about it. There are some really good people on here that I think you would like, and well-established men too. Funky, I get that. Deep breaths. Thanks, Connie. Your story from the gas station singing reminds me of one. Let me catch up to the bottom. Bye, everyone. I'll catch you later. Vartika, I'll see you later. Good night. Dandebad. Blue, I'm 27, about to be 28 this month. All right, let's see, 28 years old. You're a lawyer. Where are you? Where are you located, Sarah? And are you willing to relocate, or does the guy have to move to you? Sarah, where are you from? Lord Zebra, sorry about to hear that. Yeah, sorry to hear about your brother, man. Lord Zebra, by Vartika. Hang on guys, my eye is bothering me a little. All right, I'm back. When my shoulder popped and I got nauseous, this is why you were working outside, right? Just a minute later, and when I tried to move my arm, it had that is scary. That is really scary. But I'm not going to say it, but I did tell you to take it easy. And you were out and about. You're like, oh, I'm just going to do a little work here and there. Thanks everyone in India Saturday morning, guys. That's awesome, Martika. I'm glad you joined us today. Tell Shabani I said hi, and tell her I'm upset for her leaving. I'm from New York, Saudi. Oh, you're in Long Island as well? Oh shit, that's crazy, Sarah. Would you be interested in an Indian guy? My brother is single. He's a good guy. He's a nurse practitioner, makes good money, good head on his shoulders, works really hard. He's kind of on the quiet side though. I always wanted to get him on here. Age-wise, he is 40, let's see, he's 43. Is that too old for you, Sarah? He's Indian, he's whitewashed though. So he's not religious at all. But very cool. He had a pretty bad breakup. He was going out with this girl. Her name was Erin. She was a veterinarian. And we thought that was going to be the girl. She was a white girl. And he's only dated white girls, by the way. We've always tried to hook him up with an Indian girl, but we were happy with whatever he was happy with. Anyway, we thought he was going to get married to her, but it was a sad breakup. But if you're interested, you let me know, Sarah. It was Kingpin, all jokes H, but definitely left an impression on me. Oh, Kingpin, okay. That's the one you were talking about on the Discord. Definitely left an impression. Welcome, Vartika. Flip phones, yeah, the flip phones. Oh, damn, am I that far behind, guys? Give me a timestamp, please. You're very welcome, Vartika. Happy Saturday. Noted Blue. How old are you, Blue? Sarah, I'm from Bangladesh. Sarah, I'm old. I like this community. It's adults. Yeah, I know. We got a good community over here. We don't allow the kids on here, or if we do, we probably have a few, maybe one or two floating around. But they do it really well. They're very mature because we can't seem to figure out who they are. Mark recently caught one. Oh, that's not good. 8 security, Sarah. Yes. Okay, guys, I'm gonna skip to the bottom. I'm sorry to hear that. Thanks a lot, John Roberts. Appreciate that, man. For real, I wonder where their parents were. Like the live, y'all. Please hit the like button if you haven't, guys. We're at 38 likes. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. I know some of you forget. H, do you know I don't porn and tell? Now, I get that. You guys, females feel uncomfortable with admitting when they watch it. I don't know why. It's all right. It's natural. Anything friends betrayed me. Another thing, friends betrayed me, leaving me stranded at Target. I was living with them. I was so scared, crying, afraid of being home. That is so sad, Maria. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Well, just always know you got us, Maria. You always got us. Anytime you want to chat with us on Discord or on here, you're part of the family. I love The Breakfast Club. Yeah, that was a great movie. Yep. I love that song too, Blue. Great song. Whenever that comes on the radio, I jam out to that. And I introduced all the 80s songs to my daughter. So she's good. Even my kids, if you see them dancing, they ask for 80s song. They like to hear shout, let it all out. And they know all the words, and they do all the expressions. You know, it's so cute. I wish I could share my kids on here, you know, just so you guys could see it. But you know, I guys know I have to keep it private. But they are such a blast if you guys got to see them. Knock on wood, you know. Sorry, get off the shower, pass out soon. Season 6 of Sopranos. Sopranos is awesome, man. All good, Lord. All good, Lord Zebra. I'll catch you later. Enjoy Sopranos, man. The Gabagool. After seeing my ex, Jayanti. What's going on, Jayant? Welcome to the live stream. Aap kaise ho? 10:25. How far behind am I? I'm doing really bad today. I'm 9 minutes behind. Good night, Lord Zebra, 825 MST. I'll tell you an embarrassing story. When I was about 32, I put my 6-year-old niece's little pink sunglasses on top of my baseball cap, and I went to the grocery store, and when I came out, my late mom was... that is pretty hilarious, John Roberts. Good night, Lord Zebra. My C-section came open. I had to walk around with 2 holes in my stomach. Damn, Taryn, that's painful. Laughing and said, look on top of your hat. That is embarrassing. That's funny though. Hi HS. What's up, Cher? How you doing, brother? Cher got monetized today, and I'm not telling you, I'm not asking for any donation or anything like that. I just wanted to tell you I got monetized today, so it's an exciting day. Finally did it, man. So thanks to everyone, including yourself, for helping me get there. Why are you here? Why are you dying? That's what he writes in Sindhi. Mountain Standard Time. Cher in the house. Shout out to Cher, guys. So after my live, guys, we're most probably going to be going over there. I don't know if Funky's going on, but if he is, we usually go to Funky's and then we go to Cher's. But definitely check out Cher's channel. Don't forget to sub up to my friend Matt Noah, man. The guy who really helped me out with working up the courage to continue going on. You're gonna love his channel at Matt Noah, and also share JSL Village vlogs and Funky K. I don't know if he's gonna respond to me, but if he's gonna go live after, I'm not sure. Good to see you, Share Sai. Always good to see you, brother. My bad, I'm H security laughing. Pakistani pimp daddy in the house. HS, you're too sweet. Thanks a lot, Kyle. Appreciate that, brother. Thank you, Cher. How are you? No consequences from Social Security thing. Okay, I'm on Long Island. Wait a second. Luckily, no consequences from the Social Security thing. Okay, I'm on Long Island. I'm 28, basically, looking for a man who is smart, funny. This sounds so generic. 28, and I told you, my brother, that's too much of a difference. That's not going to work out. I do know other people though, but I need to know if you're okay with an Indian man, because then I know your age range. I could find someone your age. I know someone who's really good also. Really cool guy that I know. But I need to know whether you're into Indian men. And if you're not, you could say it. I'm not gonna have anything against you. I know some women don't like Indian men, and that's all good. That's just their preference. That's nothing personal. She's too young for me. Cher saying that. Cher, I love your videos. Cher is so much funnier when he's on my live stream or someone else's live stream. On his, he's a little serious, because he's got his channel to protect, But on here, he's like a gooner. Cher, I love your videos. Selling looks, painting. I'm single, not ready to mingle. Quiet guys are the best kind. Get your brother on here. I really want to get him on here for like a dual live. But he's quiet, and my brother is really good looking, man. He's jacked up, he's all about fitness, eating right. But yeah, he's a good looking one. Come on, Sarah, I love connections. John, cool, mingling, disturbed, singing, and jingling. I'm ready to watch this love story unfold. That would be cool, right? My parents might even approve too, since he's a Desi guy. That'd be awesome. You know what? I'm gonna try to get him on here. I'll see. But there was an Indian girl that he was interested in that was a nurse, and he couldn't work up the courage to interact with her. So maybe this is gonna work. Who knows? I am single, Sarah. I'm single, financially sound, and I'm a mod on here. Wanna come? No, Mark is actually hooked up with French. How to terminate Cat 5 and how to Katrine Malik, you've been watching my shorts, which is awesome. Thank you. Welcome, Katrine. Nice to meet you. Wow, HS is far up there in the chats. I'm sorry, guys. 10:33. How far am I? All right, 6 minutes away. Speed read, guys. More good. I didn't even get a lot. I had so many more questions that I want to work through. But this is when you have so much fun that you lose track of time, and I lose track of the chat as well. So sorry I wasn't interacting with you all. MST, I am funny too. But this was a good live, guys. This was an awesome live. You guys kept this one interesting. I got my popcorn. Who's hooking up? Who's hooking up with whom? Thanks, security, of course, John Roberts. Yeah, but Sarah, I'm a mod here. I'm pretty big deal. He's a managing mod here, so is Trish. He's a big deal, man. He comes up with the questions. He tells me, I'm the puppet. He pulls my strings. Him and Trish pull my strings. They tell me what to do. And then they beat me after the stream if I don't do a good job. If I don't get 50 likes, these guys beat the shit out of me. So please get us to 50 likes. Goons Steam win. Guys, quick PSA. Please make sure you join the Discord on my channel. If you don't have Discord, that's fine. Just click on the link on my channel. It'll tell you what to do, how to get there, whether you're a mod or not. If you're a mod, it's mandatory we get you on there very soon because Trish and Mark are going to be having meetings. So we want to get everyone up to speed. Very important. Plus, it's a nice community we have over there. We have the mod crew over there. We also have the sub crew, which is called the Gooning Room. But I think you guys will enjoy it there. And if it gets to be too much for you, you could always turn off notifications, and just, tune in whenever you have time, when you're sitting on the can, taking a solid dump, and you just need to pass some time or need to distract yourself so that it works its way out or the sphincter opens up. True Mark, I don't consider that. Congratulations, party time. Isn't Sarah a mod here? Yeah, Sarah is a mod here. I believe she's a mod here. If she's not, she was supposed to be modded up a long time ago. What's up, Gabby? Good to see you. Catching up. Funky with the two. Funky showing me some love, man. Appreciate you, Funky. I will be going live, my Jedi Master. Let me pin this. I can't even pin that. Guys, we are going to be going to Funky's right after this. Right after this live stream, we're heading over there. I'm not ending right now. I'm going to be ending in 12 more minutes because I'm just having too much fun with you guys. So then we're going to go from Funky's and then we're going to go to Shares. So sub up to them both if you haven't and hit that like button also. I see a new profession in your future, H. What do you see, Blue? A matchmaker? HS, we need to meet your brother to see the differences. And by the way, Sarah, another two people that are single on here that might be good matches for you. Funky is single right here, and he's stacked, but I know you don't care about money. You're doing well for yourself anyway. But I feel like he's got a good head on his shoulders. He's still nervous when he gets on live stream, so you could see it at times, but he's eventually going to get the hang of it. But great freaking personality, funny as hell, genuine, quirky. I like quirky people. I like weird people. You guys know that. That's what brings us together. But I think he's definitely younger. So that's an option also. Maybe you could check him out. Give him some interview questions on his live. Just come join his live. Now he's gonna be all nervous. He's gonna be like, hello guys. Want to see my Legos? What's the other one? The ghost pack. What do you call that? What do the Ghostbusters have? I can't think of it now. But thanks a lot, Kyle. Appreciate it, man. Where is Kyle so I could pin him on the bottom? That's Funky at Funky K, guys. If you aren't subbed up to him, sub up to him now. We're going to be heading over there shortly. Yeah, Blue, they make a like. My eyes are closing down faster than Kmart. I'm getting sleepy. I better go now, H Security and everyone. John Roberts, it was a pleasure chatting with you today. It was a lot of fun, man. You shared a lot about yourself, and I really appreciate that. Kept things very interesting. Hope to catch you on the next one. Have a great night. And see you soon. I'll be on tomorrow at 3 p.m. Guys, you all know I'm on 3 p.m., 9 p.m. EST every single day, right after work. Maybe I'm a little late for the 3 p.m. one, but I'm usually consistent. 9 p.m. on the dot. I'm very punctual with my time because I like everything to be scheduled. But except for Mondays. Let me zoom. What's the time? Good night, Coffee Khan. Good to see you, Connie. I'm very glad you're in a good mood today. Hopefully tomorrow as well. It's contagious. It happens to us in here, John. He's walking Ambien. That's right. I am walking Ambien. Everyone just says good night to me. I didn't even say I'm going to end the live stream, but they just say good night to me. Leave me hanging. All right, there we go. Replace pin message. All right, guys, we're going to Funky K's next. That's where the party's going to. At Funky K right here. All of us in blue are going over there. We're going to hang out there for a bit, and then we go to Shares Live. So Sadia, I hope to see you there. MST, I know you're going to be there. No disrespectful shit, Funky. What you are, Blue Toadstools, says Sadia. Trish, how are you and your husband and your mother? MST, hello everyone, good share. How's the family? Fuck, that's great for an intro HS. Thanks a lot, Kyle. You know I try to do my best for you, brother. Thanks, H Security, my brother. Have a good night. Of course, John Roberts. He pretend to be nervous, otherwise he can sell. Night, Maria. Good night, Maria. Invasion at Funky's. Yeah, life invasion at Funky's. Night, Mark. Good night. Love you too, Gabby. This was an awesome live stream, guys. I had a lot of fun. Today was a good day. Yesterday I felt like I was a little dry for some reason. And Mark even told me himself, they both give me a rundown. Mark more so, he tells me like, how the live went from a viewer's perspective. And I really appreciate that. Trish also, Trish, I'm waiting for her to give me more feedback on it. But I like to hear that, even from you guys. If you guys want to message me on Discord, I love to hear feedback. I always welcome it with open ears. It gives me a perspective on things, whether, I'm going too slow on the chat, constructive criticism, or if you found it interesting, you found it fun, or you found a story interesting, or whatever. And don't just try to toot my horn or anything, but I like to hear it. It gives me a good idea of what I should share more often, or things I could improve on. That's what it's all about, improving the channel, improving the experience in advance. I am going to end the live stream now. Singing H, I think you may have missed my message about liking Indian men. No, I never missed that singing. And singing, I hope I see you on Kyle's, because singing is a blast. And she hasn't shown herself in a while. She's probably wearing her lingerie right now, ready to go on Singing's live. Share, I'm gonna go to Funky's and then yours, if that's okay. Absolutely, guys. So guys, sub up to Funky. That's where we're going next. And then after Funky's, this is where we go to my brother right here, Share. So you can tap on that. Share Jesa Village Vlogs. He gives you a beautiful view of Pakistan, and he just started this new thing. I think I initiated that. I was like, Share, can we interview this guy who looked bored out of his mind, who was sitting over there? And he was like, yeah, sure, And it is so interesting. I love when he does that, because it's like a life invasion, of people in Pakistan. And we just get to hear about them. He did the Pan guy yesterday. That was interesting. I missed the first part of that. But it just keeps the live going. I like hearing about people's lives. Some people get irritated, but they all seem cool with it, because Share is the boss in Pakistan. He's the mafia boss over there. He's gangster. Your streams are fun, HS. Thanks a lot, Sadia. I appreciate that. I'm glad you're here, Sadia. Very sweet of all of you guys. All right, guys, I am going to end this stream now. I do want to say a quick good night to you, Sadia. No, ET is gone. Wait, no, I'm not the only one in lingerie. Funky has started his live, so I'm going to end it now. I just want to do a quick shout out to you guys. Quick shout out to Connie, to MST, to Vayu. I like to look at the camera when I say this. To Vayu, to Amy, to Blue, to Mark, to Trish, my managing mods, to Funky, to Matt, to Share, to Sadia, all of you guys, MST, Blue, if I'm singing, of course, Dirty Girl Singing, Sarah. Hopefully I got most of you guys. If I didn't, I'm sorry. But I'll meet you guys on Funky K's at Funky K, and catch up with you then. I'm just going to have a quick catch up with my managing mods, and then I'll be on Kyle's, all right? Good night, Maria. Thanks so much for sharing as well. Pleasure chatting with you as always. Guys, love and respect. Thank you for making this such a fun live stream and being there. Really appreciate you guys. Later, Trish. Later, Cher.